everyone. Welcome back to Lady Liadan's Learning Library. Today we are going to be learning a little bit about games. Games were a way to pass time. They were also a way to learn strategy. The game we are going to be making today is chess. Chess comes to us from a long time ago, well before the Middle Ages. It's an ancient game played in the Middle East. We're going to be making the game chess. And because I don't know how to play chess, I'm going to make checkers. Checkers is like chess in that it uses strategy. It is played on the same kind of board. The earliest known version is probably from about 3000 BCE. It was played on a 5x5 grid. It wasn't until the 1100s in the Middle Ages in France that it began to be played on an 8x8 grid like chess. So today I'm going to be making checkers, but because checkers and chess are played on the same type of board, you can use either pieces. We're going to be using a piece of leather, about an 18-inch round. The one I'm going to be making is going to be on a piece of rabbit fur, just like that. Now, you can do two different things. You can find fabric that is a checker pattern, just like this, and cut it into an 8x8. Or you can use wood pieces, and you can set it up before you play, or you can glue them down to your piece of leather. You can make your pieces by using the little doll pins like this with stands. You can use little wooden discs just like this. That's what I'm going to be using to make my checker pieces. And I'm going to be painting them. Or you can buy pre-made pieces just like that. These are some wooden chess pieces, handmade, that I picked up, probably at some antique store. Okay. Put those off to the side. Now, some other things that we're going to need to do our project is a pair of good sewing shears, something to cover our work surface, some paintbrushes. I'm going to be using fabric fuse, peel and stick. It's a double-sided sticky tape for fabric. It pretty much sticks in everything to everything. You can find it at your local craft store. You can find it Walmart, Target, all those places. Okay. You'll need a ruler and something to mark with. So, and the way we're going to make ours in a round, kind of like a little belt pouch, like we made earlier in the year. Just like that. It's going to be made very similar. Okay? You'll also need some lacing and something to punch holes with. And if you're doing checkers, you can either freehand draw or get some little crowns to put on the back side so that when you go all the way over to your opponent's side, they can king you by flipping your token over. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I've got my little 8x8 square. And nice thing about this is that it is very easy to just take and put on. Alright, so we're going to be putting our double-sided tape on our fabric, and like I said, you can paint it if you want to. I'm just going to do it this way because it's easier. But I'm still going to be painting my pieces. Just like that. Now, put that off to the side. And my little bunny skin is not very big. So we're going to leave the paper on. Going to kind of... Okay. Since I'm working with a relatively small piece of fur, I want to see where that's going to fall. I think I want to put it that way, just like that. Maybe come down just a little bit like that. That way I have enough room between the tip here and here. So what I'm going to do is take my ruler and that's about a 1/2 inch between that and the edge. So I want a 1/2 inch over here. And I want to mark it with my chalk pencil, just like that. Okay. So then I'm gonna kind of sketch how much I want to take off. Now, when cutting fur, it's a little bit different than cutting leather. Okay, I can kind of see where I'm going. Fur, you want to cut as close to the skin as possible, getting in between the fur on this side. Okay, so you just have to take it slow and be patient pretty much just kind of clipping. That way you don't have a big furry mess. To clean up. So what you want to do is not cut the fur itself. You're just cutting the skin. Just have to be patient with it. And get as close to that skin and not cut the fur. Now you will have a little bit, but not much. Go. We'll use that piece for something else later. Okay. So now we've got our nice little pouch round. Just like that. Get all the loose fuzzies. So see, it's mostly round. Okay. So we can put that on there just like that. So you take one piece off like that. One piece off like that. That is gonna go there. Just like that. You do the same for this side. And the same for this piece here. Make sure it's all nice and flat. There we go. Now we can take and punch our holes. Didn't get cut quite centered, but that's okay. Take and punch our holes. A little harder to do that in fur. See, just at about 2 inch, 1.5 to 2 inches. All the way around. Kind of like we did with the drum head. Okay. just keep going around. You can also use scissors. Clip it. This is what we're gonna put our lacing through. Looks like there's already a little hole there. Take your leather lacing, okay. And if you're working with a fur, you'll have to find it on the other side. You could probably use a plastic yarn needle. That would probably be more beneficial than sitting there trying to do it by hand. Metal yarn needle will work as long as you can stick your lacing through it. It'll make it so much easier. So just just like that. Makes it go a whole lot faster. Alright. Now that we've got our little game pouch made, there we go. Just like that. Nice little fur pouch. Just like that. And we just need to leave enough to let it lay out flat. Okay. Trim our lacing. Put that over there. And we'll put a nice little knot here in the end. Just like that. All right. So, we'll move that off to the side, and now we're going to start on our pieces. We'll be doing checkers. You need let's see. I'm an incredibly visual person, so I need to lay them out. So we're going to need that back over here, aren't we? Okay. So checkers is laid out like this on the black squares. We have 3 rows. Just like that. Okay, so 5, 10, 15. Let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there should be 24. One side you're going to paint a light color, one side you're going to paint a dark color. I've chosen the colors of the MOC. Who knows what colors they are? That's right, purple and white. In heraldry, this is purple, this is argent. Okay, so we're going to take and we're going to paint those, and then I will put my little crown stickers on the back side of them. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, after we've let those dry, we're going to take some crown stickers and I'm going to use, hope they're, I'm going to use the silver ones. If you can find smaller ones, that's always good. I'm going to use the silver ones on the purple. And then you can seal these on there with some clear varnish. See how fun those are? Those are really kind of cool. All sorts of different crowns. Okay, now that we've gotten them all painted and we've gotten the crowns put on them, we can lay them out on our game board. And you're going to put crown side down. Just like that. Same with the purple side. And you can only move in the black squares. So, now this certainly works better when you've got two players. So, there we go. Just like that. The object is for you to get your piece over here, so like that, in an empty square, and then you say king me, and they flip it over just like that, and you're kinged, and then you can move back. The object then is to make sure that you get all of your opponent's pieces. So now we have a nice little checker game that we can take to events. So, moms and dads, the rules for both chess and checkers are in the supplies list, and there's a lovely little link to those rules, and it also gives a little bit of history. It's a fun game. I love checkers. So, once you've got it finished, you just pull it all off just like that. And then attach it to your belt. So you always have a game to play. just like that. That's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next time.